We all go through life. And sometimes things happen that make us feel like our boat is caught in a big storm. But there's a way to get through these tough times without letting them get us down. It's like having a special way of thinking that helps us stay strong and calm, even when things are hard. Imagine you're on a boat, and the wind is blowing really hard, and the waves are high and choppy. It would be easy to get scared and feel like you're going to tip over. But what if you could stay calm and in control, even in the middle of all that chaos? That's what this way of thinking is all about. It's about finding that calm place inside yourself, even when everything around you feels crazy. You might be wondering why it's so important to learn how to do this. Well, life is full of surprises, and not all of them are good. Sometimes things happen that we don't expect, like losing a job, having problems with our friends or family, or getting sick. It's not that these bad things don't happen, but it's how we react to them that makes all the difference. Think of it like this. Our mind is like a pair of glasses that we wear all the time. If our glasses are dirty, everything we see through them will look blurry and unclear. But if our glasses are clean, we can see the world clearly and brightly. When we learn how to stay calm and positive, it's like cleaning our glasses so we can see the good in every situation. It doesn't mean we ignore the bad things that happen, but we don't let them control us either. We can choose to look for the good, even when it's hard to find. This way of thinking, this calmness we're talking about, it's not about pretending that nothing bothers us. It's about learning how to deal with our emotions in a healthy way. It's like being the captain of our own ship. Even when the storm is raging around us, we can hold on to the wheel and steer our ship in the right direction. We might not be able to control the weather, but we can control how we react to it. As we learn more about this way of thinking, we'll discover all sorts of helpful tips and tricks. We'll learn from people who have been through tough times and come out stronger on the other side. We'll find out how to build up our inner strength so that we can handle whatever life throws our way. It's like going on an adventure to discover the hidden treasures inside ourselves. It won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. We'll learn how to stay calm when things get tough, how to find peace in the middle of chaos, and how to create our own happiness no matter what. And the best part is that this power to stay strong and calm is already inside each of us. We just need to learn how to unlock it. So, let's begin this journey of self-discovery together. Let's learn how to face our fears, overcome our challenges, and become the best versions of ourselves. It's time to set sail on this adventure and discover the amazing power that lies within us all. To understand how to stay calm in the storm, we first need to know what makes the seas rough. What are the things in our lives that make us feel stressed, worried, or afraid? For each of us, these things might be different. Some people might worry about their health, their family, or their job. Others might feel stressed about money, school, or relationships. There are also big things happening in the world that can make us feel scared or uncertain, like the news or the environment. Things that bother us can feel like big shadows hanging over us. It's not just that these things exist, but how they make us feel inside. Feeling stressed is like having a grumpy visitor who just won't leave. But this grumpy visitor can teach us important things about ourselves. Stress shows us our weak spots, the things we're good at, and how we can change when things get tough. But if we let stress stay around for too long, it can turn into a bully, making us sad, unhealthy, and unable to do the things we need to do. It can make us think unclearly, fight with our loved ones, and stop us from moving forward. So the real trick isn't to run away from stress, but to learn about it and how to handle it. To understand stress, we need to look inside ourselves and pay attention to our feelings. We need to notice when we feel like too much is happening, when we're scared, or when we feel like giving up. Knowing how we feel is the first step to changing how we deal with stress. Remember, feeling stress doesn't mean we are weak. It's just how humans naturally react to difficult things. But how do we deal with these tough situations? The answer is in how we see things. Our viewpoint is like a paintbrush that colors our experiences. It's like looking at the world through a special lens. When we change how we see things, we change how they really are for us. This doesn't mean pretending that bad things are good, but choosing to see them in a new way. Changing how we see things doesn't happen overnight. It's like learning a new skill that needs practice, patience, and not giving up. It means choosing to focus on solutions instead of problems, on opportunities instead of roadblocks. It's about seeing the chance to grow from every challenge and the possibility of winning even when things are tough. How we see things also shapes how we react. When we see a situation as dangerous, our body acts like it's a real threat, making us feel stressed. But when we see the same situation as a challenge, our reaction changes. We become more focused, ready to participate, and better prepared to handle the situation. This doesn't mean the situation becomes easy, but our way of dealing with it becomes more helpful. As we learn more about the things that stress us and how they affect us, we also start to understand how amazing our minds are. Our thoughts and beliefs play a big role in how we handle stress. Negative thoughts and beliefs can trap us in a cycle of stress and worry. On the other hand, positive thoughts and beliefs can give us the strength to overcome our challenges. The journey to mastering our stressors isn't just about becoming tougher. It's about changing how we see and deal with life's challenges. It's about learning to navigate through difficult times with a purpose and grace. It's about understanding that while we can't control the waves that life throws our way, we can definitely learn how to surf them. In trying to understand what bothers us, we discover not only the things that stress us, but also the incredible strength we have to overcome them. We learn that the power to change our experience is within us, in our ability to change how we see things. As we continue on this journey, we gain a deeper understanding, not just of the challenges we face, but of ourselves. We move towards a place of strength and peace, ready to handle whatever life throws our way. As we go even further, learning how to stay calm in difficult situations, it's helpful to look back in history and find inspiration from people who showed great resilience throughout time. Many people have been like shining lights of calmness in the middle of chaos, from the wise thinkers of ancient Greece who taught the importance of inner peace to modern-day leaders who deal with the world's biggest problems. These people remind us that staying calm under pressure is not only possible, but also incredibly important. Think about the story of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher. He lived through really tough times, both personal and in the world around him. But even when things were hard, he always stayed calm and reasonable. His writings are still important today because they tell us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts and feelings, no matter what's happening around us. We see this same strength in more recent times too. Nelson Mandela, after being in prison for 27 years, came out not angry, but wanting to heal his country. These stories from different times and places show us that staying calm under pressure is a really good thing, just as important now as it was a long time ago. So why is this ability to stay calm so powerful? It all starts with understanding that everything in life changes. Good times and bad times come and go like the seasons. It's how we react to these changes that really matters. This way of thinking doesn't ignore the tough stuff in life, but it helps us face it with wisdom and grace. There's one word that sums up this whole idea: equanimity. Equanimity means staying calm and thinking clearly, no matter what's going on, whether it's good or bad. It's like finding a balance inside yourself that doesn't get shaken when life throws curveballs. This balance isn't about not caring. It's about being fully present in life while also accepting that everything changes. So how do we learn to be this calm and balanced? It takes both our minds and our actions. It starts with how we think about things, the attitudes we carry with us. Then it shows how we act and react to the world. One really important way to develop calmness is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is like paying attention on purpose. It's about being present in this moment, aware of ourselves and what's around us, without judging or getting caught up in thoughts. When we practice mindfulness, we train ourselves to choose how we respond to things instead of just reacting automatically. It's like putting a pause between what we feel and what we do so we can make better choices. Another important skill is emotional intelligence. This means understanding our own emotions, how they affect our thoughts and actions, and how to manage them well. When we focus on the good things, even small things, it changes how we see the world. It reminds us that even on the darkest days, there is still light, still reasons to smile. This isn't just about feeling better. It actually makes us stronger, more able to cope when things get tough. We also need to learn how to deal with our emotions, how to understand them without letting them control us. This doesn't mean pretending we don't feel sad or angry. It means learning to sit with those feelings, to acknowledge them without letting them drown us. Life is full of surprises, and learning to embrace change, to be okay with not knowing what's coming next, is so important. Change is the only thing we can truly count on. And if we fight it, we'll always be fighting a losing battle. Instead, we need to learn to adapt, to grow and change with the world around us. Finally, we need to find our purpose, the reason we're here. When we know our purpose, when we have something that drives us, it's like having a compass that guides us through the storms, that keeps us moving forward even when we want to give up. As we weave these practices into our lives, we start to change from the inside out. We become more like that oak tree, strong and steady, but also flexible, able to bend without breaking. We learn to face whatever life throws at us with grace and strength, and in doing so, we don't just survive, we truly live. We connect with others more deeply. We find joy in unexpected places, and we discover a sense of peace and fulfillment that nothing can shake.
Need a little pick-me-up today? Welcome to the new Fresh Motivation app, where you'll find daily motivation, daily quotes. Listen to your favorite speeches in the background or with a black screen, so nothing interrupts your motivational moment, where you can create your personal profile, create playlists of your favorite speeches and quotes, add personal notes, and start setting goals. Fresh Motivation, the home of motivation. Get it now for free on Google Play.